Hello guys, welcome back to my channel VFX Expert. Guys, this is second class of compositing in Blender series. So in this today's class, we will see motion tracking or 2D tracking in Blender. So let's start the class here. So now here in Blender, we are going to start 2D tracking or motion tracking in Blender. So in this today's class, we will see 1-point tracking in Blender. So this is Blender default interface, which is our this layout menu here. So for importing our footage, just simply we have to click here. Then after this, we have to click on this movie clip editor here. Now we have to click on open. Just select your footage, which footage you want to track here. So this is our footage. So here I have this image sequence. So just select first one, then simply click on open clip here. So this will automatically import your image sequence here. So now click open clip here. Then press F. F means this will fit your viewer inside of this area. So before starting tracking here, first we have to do some settings here. First, just we have to check this is our footage information which we have 90, 20, 1080. So in our this output properties, first we have to select this frame size or resolution according to our footage, and also just we have to select this frame rate. So this footage just I have exported on 25 fps. So in frame rate just select 25 fps. So this frame rate just according to your footage just you can select. Then after this we have to click on this render properties. Then in color management, so here if you will see just view transform, and just we have to select this standard. So here this will show you exact footage as you have. So these are basic settings before starting tracking here. So now first we have to cache our footage. So left side if you will see this prefetch means this will cache this footage in RAM, so we can play in real time. So now click on this prefetch. So here downside you can see. Then we have to also click on set scene frames. This means this will automatically set this timeline. So just let me adjust it here, this timeline according to this image sequence. So now simply just click on this set scene frames here. So downside you can see, even in our this output properties you can also see here this is our end frame which is 154 here. Now just play and check. So that this footage we have to track. So any element just we have to place it here. So there is no any parallax here. So just here we are going to track this sort. So here just we are going to start 1-point tracking. 1-point tracking means we can track only positions here. In 2-point tracking we can track positions plus rotations, or position plus scales, or position scale rotation. And in 4-point tracking we can track 4-point. So this is 1-point tracking sort. So here just I am going to start 1-point tracking. Then after this we will do composting here. So now see, so this is our footage. Then just simply click on this first frame options. Now we have to track this sort, or just you have to track point where you want to place your objects. Now just I am going to track this point. So for this just we have to simply click on this edit tracker. Then just simply click it here. So now here I have created my this tracker. Then press S. So you can scale this tracker, and press Alt plus S. So this will actually show here this search area here. So this is our search region and this is our search area. Now just we have to track. So downside if you will see these track options. So just open this one. So here you will get these are forward tracking and these are backward tracking. So here according to my display head we have to track this forward here. So now just simply click on this track forward here. So now just click here. So now you can see I have tracked my this point. And if you want to check, so easily you can check. So this is our path. Even right side if you will see here in our this track options, so you can easily focus. So this is our just preview of this points. You can see, now play and check. So now you can see, so this point is stable, so this is looking good here. So just stop it here, again click here. So now if you want you can also rename your tracker this one. So just simply give any name, so maybe wall tracker. Then after this just I am going to start composting here. Then we have to click on this composting view here. So first we have to click on this use nodes. So Blender will automatically create these two nodes here. So just delete this one, this render layer, because this is only for 3D object. So just delete this one, and just we have to take a movie clip node here because just we have to import our footage. Then again click on this add option. So with the help of this option we can add any your desired node here. So then click on input, then click on this movie clip, then click here. Because here I have already imported my footage and I have tracked. So from this drop down just we can direct select our footage. So just simply click here. Then we have to view this footage. So for this we have to use viewer here. So again we can click on this add. Then we have to click on this output and we can take this viewer. So now just simply click here and just we have to connect this footage with our viewer. Then only this will display here. So now just connect it here. So now you can see this is our footage. Now simply press Alt plus home button. So this will actually fit your this viewer inside our this area. So easily you can see. So this is our footage. So this footage just I have tracked. So here if you want you can also use another viewer here downside. So here just I am going to enable another viewer downside here. So for this just a little bit adjust this area here. So you can see. So just adjust this one. Again press Alt plus home button. So in our this frame just I am going to enable our viewer here. So for this just simply click here, then take this image editor, then again click here and just select this viewer. So same thing, just this will display here. So what I am going to do here, so this area or this panel we will use for our viewer here, and this area we are going to use for our node graph here. Just simply you can click on this backdrop. So this will disable this viewer from here. So just simply click in. So now you can see. So here just we will do our all composting with our all these nodes. After this we have to import some element, which element we want to place it here. So here just I am going to import one image here. So for this again click on add input and click on image, then click on this open and just select your image. So this is our image. So this image just then click on open here. So now I have imported this image. So you can see. Then after this we have to take a mixed node or alpha overlay node for composting here or for merging two images inside Blender here. So here I am going to use mixed node because just we have to also use blending modes here. Then again click on this add, then color and just click on this mixed node, then click. So in our this mixed node, so this first input which is our the background and second input which is our foreground, remember this one. So this will be our background here, so just connect it here, and this will be our foreground. So take output from here and just connect it here. So now just we have to view our this mixed node. So then click on Control and Shift and just simply click on this node. So this will automatically attach with this viewer. So now if you will see here, actually I have done composting here, but actually we are also getting this black area. So in our this mixed node we have to also use this alpha options, or just we have to use this pre-mult option. So just enable this one. So now we can see. So here I have composed about this object here. Then after this, if you want a little bit blending modes, then from this drop down we can use according to requirements. So maybe overlay or soft light. So to requirement just you can take it here, maybe soft light. Even if you want, you can also adjust the transparency of this foreground elements with the help of this factor value. So this will actually adjust transparency or opacity for your this foreground element. Remember this one. So just a little bit adjust it here. So now you can see. Then just a little bit adjust it here. So usually we can focus. Then after this, suppose if you want to reposition your object or if you want to rescale, then we have to use a transform node after this one. So again click on add, then click on distort and just click on this transform and just connect it here. Then from here, if you want, you can change your all these values. Even you can right side, just simply click on this item options here. So whatever node you will select, so this will display here in our this properties option. So just simply open this one. So same option we will get here. So here just a little bit scale this one. So maybe 0.4. So according to a requirement, just you can scale it here. Then I want to move it here. So you can use this X and Y value. So suppose here just I want to place this one. So now if you will see here, actually this object which you have composed here is not matching according to our this footage movement. So we have to use tracking data and just we have to match this object or this object with our this footage motion here. So for this, just I am going to take a track position node here. So with the help of track position, we can use our tracking data here. So just a little bit adjust it here. So first we have to take a track position node here. Again click on add input, then click on this track position. So with the help of this node, we can use our tracking data. Then after this, we have to use transform node, because with the help of transform node, we will connect this track position node and just we can match both motions here. So again, just we have to take another transform, because this is just only for repositioning. Remember this one. And second transform which I am going to use just for matching motion here. So now again click on this add, then click on distort and just take a transform. Now just connect it here. So now here first we have to enable our tracking data. Then we have to click here, so you can select this footage just I have tracked. So just simply click here. Then from here, if you will see, this is our actually it's showing camera here, means by default Blender is creating at any trackers in our this camera group here. Then after this we have to click here, then we can select our this track which we have tracked. So this one I have tracked and rename. So now just select this one. Then just we have to connect this X to X and Y to Y. Remember this one. Then only this will transfer these tracking data on top of our this transform node here. So now just connect it here. So this is very simple. So X to X, then Y to Y. Then after this, in our this positions option, so downside if you will see this one, just we have to select this relative frames here. So you can see. Then in our this transform, if you want, you can also use this bilinear here. Now just play and check here. So now you can see. So it's not playing in real time, but if you will just move your CTI, so easily you can see. So now this image just matching according to our this footage movements here. So easily you can see. So after this, if you want, you can render and just you can test your scene here. So just a little bit till here, just first save our project here, then click on this file, then simply click on save Blender file. So here I have saved my files. Now you can simply move and play. So now this is looking good here. Even just only for testing purpose, suppose if you want to just export your final output just only for testing purpose, then we have to also use this composite node, because just from here just I am going to test our this output here. So just we have to connect this final output with our this composite node here, then click on render and render image. So you can see, so this is our final output. So now after this we have to render our entire image sequence. Then first just come here in our this output properties. Then from here just we have to select our folder where you want to place this video here. So now just click here, then give a name, then accept it here. Then after this in file format just select this FFmpeg4 video. Then finally we have to click on this render and click on this render animation. So this will render your all frames here. So this will just create a test video here. So now you can see it's rendering here. So render is completed. Now just test our scene. So just window E. So this is our test video here. So now just open this one. So now you can see. So this is looking good here. This is matching according to our this footage movements here. So you can see. Again finally Control S. So one more example just I am going to show you here. So now here you can see this is our footage here. So this is again one point tracking shot. So here just we have to track this footage and just we have to place another background and just we have to match both motions here. So here just I have removed my chroma and I have also just placed this background here. So remaining thing, chroma removal, all these things we will cover in our upcoming classes here. Finally just simply view our this output here. So this is our composting. So this is our final output. So again press Ctrl and Shift and just click here. So this will just connect your viewer with our this final composting here. So you can see here. So our background is not matching our original footage movements here. So again if you want to check, so simply hold Ctrl and Shift, just click here. So you can see. So this footage is just moving or camera is moving here. So you can see. So just we have to track this shot and just we have to match with our this final composting here, this one. Because here our background is not moving here according to our original camera movements here. So we have to also match. So same thing, just first we have to track this shot. So again just click here, movie clip editors. Then from here you can select your shot. So this one. So now just we have to track our shot. So first, so this marker just we have to track. So again same thing, just simply click on this add and just click it here. Press S, a little bit scale it here. And just place it perfect positions here. So remember this one, because here just I have placed my CTI here. So again just click on this first frame here, then just a little bit place it here. So now just after this I am going to track this tracker marker here. Then finally we have to click on this track and just track forward here. So you can see here. Then simply click on this track options here. So now you can see here. So if you want you can simply check. Even you can also click on this set scene frames here. So this will automatically set here range. So now you can see. Even you can also post. So here I have tracked my this trackers here. So just give a name. So maybe chroma tracker. So again come back in our composting view here. So again simply click here and just click on this compositor here. So now we are come back here. So because this is our background, so after this background we have to use our tracking data here for matching both motions here. So again just take a transform, first distort, then click on this transform and just connect it here. Then we have to use our track positions node here. Again click on add input track position, simply click here. Then again click on this first frame options, then connect x to x, y to y. Then here just you can select this bilinear, maybe otherwise you can just select this nearest maybe. After this simply click here. So first we have to select our footage, this one. Then simply we have to click here and select our camera. Then we have to click, so you can see. So this tracker just we have to select chroma tracker. So now simply click here. So here I just selected this one. So then after this, remember this one again in our this positions option, just we have to select this relative frames here. So relative frames here. So now you can see here. So there is important things here. So now if you will play and check, so now you can see. So this background is just moving according to our this footage motions here, or this footage background motion here. Remember this one. So as in our this original footage. So if you want to check, simply you can check. So control and shift, just click here. So you can see. So this is our original footage movements here. So you can see. So like this is our final output. It's just matching here. Control and shift, click here. So you can see the final output. And this footage and this background footage is just moving according to our this footage motions here. Now if you will see here, because this is just matching both motions here, so this footage is shifting. So we have to also fill this entire area. So for this what we have to do, just before this transform, remember this one. So before this transform we have to use another transform for filling this area. Remember this one. So just take this transform, click on add and just click on this distort and take another transform and just connect it here and just a little bit scale it here. Then just scale maybe 1.2, maybe 1.3. So according to your requirement, just you can use 1.3. Now if you will see here, so this is matching here. So both motions are matching here. So this footage camera movements is matching with our this final compositing. So easily you can see. Then finally, if you want, you can also render this scene. So maybe still if you are getting little bit gap transparent pixels here, so just simply you can a little bit increase it here. So 1.4. So just according to your requirement, just you can give it value here. So now it's matching here. Remaining thing, position, color correction, all these things you can adjust according to your requirements here. So till here I have completed our this class. So remaining chroma removal, all these things we will cover in our upcoming classes here. So if you like this video, please watch, share, comment and subscribe my channel if you are still not subscribed my channel. So thanks for watching.